Hey there. So picture this. You're sitting in a traditional Japanese restaurant watching an elderly Japanese man devour a massive bowl of white rice and his blood sugar completely stable. Meanwhile, one bite of bread sends most of us on a glucose roller coaster that would make Six Flags jealous. Today, I'm sharing the ancient Japanese secret that's kept their blood sugar stable for over 1,000 years. And no, it's not just about eating sushi, though that would be delicious. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to apply this technique to prevent those nasty blood sugar spikes even when eating your favorite carbs. Trust me, this is going to change everything you think you know about managing blood sugar, the shocking Japanese blood sugar statistics. Let me blow your mind with some numbers that'll make you want to book a flight to Tokyo right now. In Japan, only 7.4% of adults have diabetes compared to a whopping 11.3% in the United States. That's almost double. But here's where it gets really interesting. The average Japanese person consumes about 300 grams of carbs per day, mostly from rice noodles and other foods that should theoretically spike blood sugar through the roof. So what's their secret? How are they eating all these carbs and staying metabolically healthy? The answer lies in something called Hara Hachi Bu. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. There are actually 5 specific techniques they use, and the third one is so simple you'll probably laugh when you hear it. But first, let me tell you why this matters so much for your health. Why blood sugar spikes are slowly destroying your body. Every time your blood sugar spikes above 140 milligrams per DL, it's like setting off tiny fireworks inside your blood vessels. These glucose molecules start sticking to proteins in a process called glycation. Basically, you're slowly caramelizing yourself from the inside out. Sounds tasty, but trust me, it's not. These blood sugar roller coasters don't just make you feel tired and cranky, they're secretly damaging your blood vessels. Hello, heart disease, kidneys, bye-bye, proper filtration. Eyes vision problems. Anyone. Nerves, numbness, and tingling. The average American experiences 3 to 5 significant blood sugar spikes per day. That's over 1,800 inflammatory episodes per year. Meanwhile, traditional Japanese eating patterns keep blood sugar as steady as a Zen master in meditation. So what exactly are they doing differently? Secret number 1, the art of Ichiju Sansai. 1 soup, 3 sides. This isn't just about what Japanese people eat, it's about how they structure their meals. The traditional Japanese meal follows a specific pattern: 1 soup, 1 main dish, and 3 side dishes. But here's the genius part. They don't just randomly throw food together. The soup always comes first and contains fiber-rich ingredients like seaweed, mushrooms, or vegetables. This creates what scientists call a fiber net in your stomach that slows down carbohydrate absorption. It's like putting a speed bump on the highway to your bloodstream. Then comes the protein, usually fish followed by the vegetables, and rice comes last. This sequence matters more than you think. Studies show that eating protein and fiber before carbohydrates can reduce blood sugar spikes by up to 73%. That's better than most diabetes medications. And here I was thinking the only thing that mattered about meal order was making sure dessert came last so I wouldn't spoil my appetite. Turns out the Japanese were playing 4D chess while I was playing checkers with my dinner plate. Secret number 2, the magic of Hara Hachi Bu. Eat until 80% full. Now, here's where things get really interesting. The Japanese have this concept called Hara Hachi Bu, which literally means eat until you're 80% full. Sounds simple, right? But there's some serious science behind this ancient wisdom. It takes your brain about 20 minutes to register that you're full. So when you eat until you feel 100% satisfied, you've actually overeaten by about 20 to 30%. This overload of food, especially carbohydrates, overwhelms your body's ability to process glucose efficiently. In Okinawa, where people practice Hara Hachi Bu religiously, the average person consumes about 1,800 to 1,900 calories per day, compared to 2,400 plus calories for the average American. But here's the kicker. They report higher energy levels and better satisfaction with their meals. The magic happens because when you eat smaller portions, your insulin works more efficiently. Think of insulin like a key that unlocks your cells to let glucose in. When you overeat, it's like trying to shove a watermelon through a keyhole. Everything gets backed up and your blood sugar skyrockets. But there's still more to this story. Secret number 3, the surprising power of Tabemono no Junjo. Food order. Okay, this one's going to sound almost too simple to be true, but stick with me. The Japanese have known for centuries that the order in which you eat your food can dramatically impact your blood sugar response. Modern science is finally catching up to this ancient wisdom, and the results are mind-blowing. Here's the exact sequence that Japanese families have been following for generations. First, soup or salad fiber and water. Second, protein and vegetables. Third, rice or noodles. Carbohydrates. Last, fruit. If any researchers at Weill Cornell Medical College tested this exact eating pattern and found that it reduced post-meal blood sugar spikes by an average of 73%. That's not a typo. 73%. The reason this works is pure biochemistry. When fiber hits your stomach first, it forms a gel-like barrier that slows carbohydrate absorption. The protein triggers the release of GLP-1, a hormone that helps regulate blood sugar. By the time the rice arrives at the party, your body is already primed to handle it efficiently. Meanwhile, most of us eat like we're in a food race, grabbing bread first, then pasta, then maybe a token piece of broccoli for good measure. It's like showing up to a marathon in flip-flops and wondering why everyone else is beating us. Secret number 4, the ritual of mindful chewing, yoku kamu. This might sound a bit mystical, but hear me out. The Japanese practice something called yoku kamu, which means to chew thoroughly and mindfully. The traditional recommendation is to chew each bite 30 times before swallowing. Now, before you roll your eyes and think, this is just some Zen nonsense, let me share what happens when you chew your food properly. Mechanical breakdown makes nutrients more accessible. Salivary enzymes start pre-digesting carbohydrates. Slower eating pace allows satiety hormones to kick in. Better portion control happens naturally. Studies from Kyushu University found that people who chewed each bite 30 times had 23% lower blood sugar responses compared to those who chewed normally. Plus, they ate 10% less food overall and reported feeling more satisfied. The science behind this is fascinating. When you chew slowly, you're essentially giving your digestive system a head start. Your saliva contains an enzyme called amylase that begins breaking down starches immediately. This pre-digestion means your body can process the glucose more gradually instead of getting hit with a massive wave all at once. But wait, there's one more secret that ties everything together. Hold on a second. If you're finding these Japanese secrets as fascinating as I am, could you do me a huge favor and hit that like button? It really helps more people discover these life-changing techniques. And hey, if you want to see more content like this, make sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell. Trust me, what I'm about to share next might be the most important secret of all. Secret number 5, the power of Washoku. Balance. The 5-color rule. Here's where the Japanese approach gets really sophisticated. Traditional Washoku Japanese cuisine follows what's called the 5-color rule. Every meal should include foods that are white, black, red, green, and yellow or brown. This isn't just about making pretty Instagram photos. There's serious metabolic science behind this rainbow approach. Each color represents different phytonutrients and fiber types that work together to stabilize blood sugar. White rice. Daikon. Provides sustained energy. Black seaweed mushrooms. Rich in minerals that support insulin function. Red tomatoes, peppers. Antioxidants that protect blood vessels. Green vegetables, tea. Fiber that slows glucose absorption. Yellow, brown miso fish. Proteins that trigger beneficial hormones. When you combine all these colors in one meal, you create what researchers call a synergistic effect. The whole becomes greater than the sum of its parts. Each component works together to create a slower, more controlled release of glucose into your bloodstream. The University of Tokyo conducted a 12-week study with 200 participants and found that those following the 5-color rule had 40% fewer blood sugar spikes and improved insulin sensitivity compared to the control group. The modern application. How to use these secrets today. Now I know what you're thinking. This sounds great, but I don't live in Japan and I can't completely overhaul my entire diet overnight. Don't worry. You can absolutely apply these principles to Western foods and busy modern lifestyles. Here's your practical action plan. For breakfast, start with Greek yogurt or eggs, protein. Add berries and nuts. Fiber. Then have your toast or oats, carbs last. For lunch, begin with a small salad or vegetable soup, then eat your main protein and vegetables, saving any bread or rice for the end. For dinner, follow the same pattern: soup or salad first, then protein and vegetables. Carbs last. The 30-ki chew rule. Start with just one meal per day where you chew each bite thoroughly. You'll be amazed at how much more you taste and how much less you need to feel satisfied. The 80% rule. Put 20% less food on your plate than you normally would. If you're still hungry after 20 minutes, you can always have more. Remember, you don't need to be perfect. Even implementing 2 to 3 of these techniques can reduce your blood sugar spikes by 30 to 50%. That's a massive improvement that your body will thank you for. The long-term benefits, why this matters. When you consistently apply these Japanese principles, you're not just preventing blood sugar spikes, you're investing in your long-term health in ways that compound over time. People who maintain stable blood sugar levels have 67% lower risk of developing type 2 diabetes, 43% reduced risk of heart disease, better cognitive function and memory, more stable energy throughout the day, improved sleep quality, better weight management. The Japanese have some of the longest life expectancies in the world, with an average life expectancy of 84.6 years. While genetics plays a role, their eating patterns are a major contributing factor to their incredible health and longevity. Conclusion. All right, let's wrap this up. Today we've uncovered 5 powerful Japanese secrets that can help you prevent blood sugar spikes. The structured meal approach of Ichiju Sansai, the portion control wisdom of Hara Hachi Bu, the strategic food ordering of Tabemono, no Junjo, the mindful chewing practice of Yoku Kamu, and the balanced nutrition of the 5-color Washoku rule. Here's my question for you. Which of these techniques resonates with you most? The mindful eating approach or the strategic food ordering? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single one and love hearing about your experiences. If this video opened your eyes to the power of Japanese wellness wisdom, like it did for me, smash that like button and subscribe for more life-changing health secrets. And don't forget to ring that notification bell so you never miss new content.